Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today I'm making a few wee gifts from my mother-in-law again. One of her favourites is Ruffle bars. So I made this cute wee box. I have to make 2 of them each time because she has a wee friend who comes to tea to her house, and they've only just got back to doing it now with all the COVID business, so I thought it would be nice to have a wee treat for them. It's just a wee simple box. The lid comes off like so, and it fits 2 of the Ruffle bars. And I made it in the lovely rich raspberry card and the lovely plaid tidings, which matches the rich raspberry perfectly. The only thing I haven't got is the rich raspberry ink pad. I totally forgot to order it and I haven't got it, so I used the next best thing, which is Berry Burst, which is an old colour, but it's close enough to it, till I get the new one. So I have decorated back and front just with wee patches of the plaid and added the butterfly gala stamp set, which I haven't used for ages, with a matching punch. So that's what we're going to do today, is put all these together, and I just put because it's for no special occasion, just to let her know I'm thinking about her. So let's get started. For your box, you're going to need, to fit the 2 Ruffle bars, you may need a change if you don't have Ruffle bars or you don't like Ruffle bars, but this is what I made it for. So piece of card, 8 inches by 4 3/4 for the main box, and then all the wee bits and pieces of DSP cut to size. I'll have all that down below in a link to my blog, and all the measurements will be there for you. The lid needs to be 5 inches by 2 3/4, and again all the wee bits and pieces. I'm not going to read them out now because I'll put your head away. So we'll start by making the main box first. Give yourself some room. So get your piece of card and we're going to score it. So I'm using my big scoreboard, so I hope I'm in line with you there. So using the fattest tool, and go to your longest side, score at 3/4 of an inch, and then go to 3 3/4, 4 1/2, and 7 1/2. And that gives you your bases there, but you need your bottom to hold it all in, and you need to score it at just 3/4 of an inch, straight down. And that's your scoring done with that. We'll make this one up and then we'll go back and do the scoring for the lid, because it's a wee bit different. So get your bone folder, fold all your wee creases. And then we just want to cut up some. So we're going to take this wee, I'll turn it over this way. We're going to take this wee slip away. So again, keep the grumpy bit to your side. Don't leave it there. Again, cut it so that it's on the inside. And then just trim those down. And your last wee one. And then we can just go ahead and stick our DSP on. Just going to use liquid glue for this. You could use your tape runner if you wanted, whatever you want yourself. I just like to be able to shift it about in case I don't get it in the right spot first time. So one will go here. Oops. One will go here. And then your 2 wee bits at the ends, like so. And if you feel like it looks very well matching to me, so I'm just going to leave it, but you can chop it about. Plaid is really easy to match up. And the colours in that plaid tidings are something else. They're really gorgeous. So pop it in. Straighten them up, and then just continue on and do that till you fill up your space. So that should be you. Oh, and the light's popping. It doesn't like you to stop and start. We're a wee bit dark now, but hopefully that'll change. That's it all put in. This light is bad, isn't it? Twist this baby and see if I can fix it. It helps a wee bit, doesn't it? You think with all the daylight I have coming in that it would be okay, but anyway, it's done now. So that's all your wee pieces stuck together. So just want to join this seam to form the box. So I'm going to use my wet glue for this, the tomboy, because it'll give it a good sturdy hold. So just fold that over, and those two should meet. Make sure they're meeting at the top and the side, and then just flip that so that you can press it that way too. And that should give you a nice little box, and because your seams at the back, you want to make sure and keep these at the back. So fold those two in, a wee dab to help it take, and this one comes in first, and then we want some on this. And just make sure you have it all nice and square. Now, your two ruffle bars should slide in there nicely, and that's us ready to do the lid. So for the lid, you need your wee bits and pieces. I'm going to do this on the small school board, see if that'll be easier for you to see. So this is your piece. You have 5 inches by 2 3/4, and you're just going to score it at 1 inch all the way around, but we're going to pull it out slightly from that edge so that you've got a wee gap there, and you want to try and keep that gap the same for every turn if you can. So sort of know in your head where you have it and try and keep it the same place, and make sure you're always butted up to the top. You don't want to go right out to the full 1/8, just in between those two marks. And that's all your scoring for that. So we'll just give these a wee burnish. And we'll do our cutting at this stage too, so you're just going to cut up and then chop these in. And chop it in this side as well, you don't want any overspill on such a wee small lid. Again, keep that clumpy bit to your left. Same with this side. And that's your cutting done. So now we want to decorate it before we push it together, make life easy. So there should be one piece for each of the long bits. Could have made those fractionally longer, so I'll maybe adjust that when I'm putting your measurements on. I keep forgetting when you move it in that wee bit, you're getting a longer piece here so that it'll fit over your box. So, and these two pieces will go at either side there. So I'll go and glue these and come straight back. So that's the way it should look when you get all your DSP on. Now we're just going to trim these wee bits down just to make it easier when you're closing it. You don't want it too bulky. And then we're going to use our wet glue again. Just put glue on these ones. So we'll glue these ones up. Just make sure you get them nice and square. Now we're going to put glue on these two, and then we're going to pop it over the box so we'll get everything nicely lined up. Oops, don't want that happening. So we should be able to pop this on, keep these to the inside so that we can fix them all on nicely. Whoops, come on. Ooh, it's taken already, would you believe that? We got squared up okay, isn't it? Just make sure you're happy before it's permanently stuck. And then we just want to decorate it. So that should sit on there nicely. And we're going to decorate with the wee butterfly. So set this out of the way for a minute. So you're going to need some wisp of white. And your chosen stamp. Did I get it out? Not at all. Everything but that out. So I'm going to go with this lovely stamp here. And these come as a double stamp it. Some of them I have clipped their wings because I want to use it separately so that I'm not stuck using both. I'll keep that and put that on this. But I am doing both butterflies, so I'm going to match this up. And it's just easy. I've just cut it in there. So that should slide back in there for me nicely. And then I'll just ink it up with my berry burst, which should be rich raspberry. Unfortunately, it isn't. So we're going to stamp this at the end here. And you could go ahead and do your bodies now too if you want. I have the one big flower, or big butterfly, and two smallers. Two. So we really need to take that off and stamp up another small one. So I'll leave that over there and we'll do the small bodies. And then we'll use our punch. So they should cut out nicely. Just takes a wee bit of jigging about so that you're fitting them all in where you're happy. And then just go back in with the small punch and get this one. It's where this butterfly was alive. It's moving all over the show. So we have our 3 butterflies, and so we'll just stick that in here on our lid. Really, this box is, I just love to make these things look complicated. It makes me look better, doesn't it? Not. So stick him on there. The big one is going down here, and then we'll do that first because I want to do our nice sentiment. And believe it or not, I have cut something somewhere. I have the bottom of it. Why haven't I got the top of it? Okay, I found them. So disorganized today, it's unbelievable. I actually was disturbed in the middle of this video, and I think that's what knocked me all off my kilter. So I have used the Pick a Punch lovely labels for the sentiment. So I've went ahead, cut this one at 1 inch. You can have it whatever length you want, and this one at 3/4 of an inch wide. So now I'm going to stamp my sentiment in the same colour, and this is from the Lovely You set, just because. So bring it into your Whisper White piece and decide where you want it. That is the right way, isn't it? The way my things is going today, I wouldn't know. Do you know that? Yeah, it is. So line it up so it's fairly straight-ish. And then we know that's the length we want it to be. I did keep the wee cut-off, so I've got to have a great day. Right. No, that's the end one. This little bit will go here and show me how far I want the end to go. So you want to leave, the same gap here as you have here. So just hold that way off, cut that you punched from that, and use it to cut yourself a line. And then pop that back into your same chosen side. Pop it in, push it right up to the top. And remember to flip over and make sure it's not dancing about there all the wrong way. And that's that one ready. So you need to do the same now on this one. That's going to sit here, and I have completely lost the end of the purple one. No, there's it there, thank you. So, that's going to sit here. Use your offcut again to give you that same sort of gap. Okay, hold it in place, well, preferably in place without moving. One of the lovely ladies on our team has made templates for these using her window sheets, so I think I really need to make them. Don't do no more excuses. Chopping that off, sliding it in, using the same thing, only this is the inch long one. Slide it in and make sure that it's straight. As you can see, that was mightily off there, and that's the thing you don't want. So hopefully these babies are going to fit together. Ends are a bit screwed up with the cutting. That's going to go there. It seems fine, doesn't it? So I'm just going to stick this on with wibbly glue. So gives you a chance to maneuver it about and make sure you're happy. So that looks fine to me, and we're going to stick our wee butterfly. Where has he gone? Oh my goodness, what is going on with me today? Oh, they're sitting there. You're a twit, that's what's going on with you. So I just put a wee bit of glue up there. Pop that on the corner where you want it to go. And then we're going to stamp his wee antenna. And then we're going to add some dimensionals to the back of that, just to raise it up. Make sure nothing's moved. Just pop it where you want it. Same gap. Oh, I'd like it a wee bit, wouldn't I? It's about there. And again, make it straight. I'm having a real crooked there. So I want to do the same with this baby. Bit of glue up the center just so that his wings will lift up for you, and put it where he's not disturbing the bottom of the box so the box can stand. And then we're going to stamp his antenna. We'll do that wee one up there too. If you have your stuff in your box, you should be able to do this, no problem. So, big antenna for this one. And there, that's it. Finally finished. Oh my goodness, that was so easy to do the first time round. And the second time it was like during the Olympics. Right, that's it. Fluff up your wee butterflies and you have 2 lovely boxes. Oh, hopefully you'll enjoy that and have a wee go and then come back and laugh at me at all the mistakes I made. So that's me finished. I'll catch you all again, hopefully next week. Bye.